Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the dagger from Smith & Wesson, the h.r.t line, boot knife they call it. It's basically a dagger shaped item that is currently quite cheap on the Tractor Supply store. I found it there. I did look up the price online, and that was the cheapest that I found. So I got a test sample. So we have a typical nice packaging, Smith & Wesson h.r.t boot knife, high carbon stainless steel, full tang, and a sheath. We had the knife with the blade tip protector in front on the back. There on top we still have the ball chain that is still in the packaging. It's just a simple neck carry option if you want to do that with a ball chain, as we all know it. It's important to use something secure like a ball chain that would let go with a certain force. If you use like a paracord or something that would be rigid around your neck, you could get possibly strangled. So that is really important to use a ball chain instead of a paracord. There is also a mix possible if you have the outer layer, the usually colored or black outer layer of the paracord without the inner strings, that you can use that to cover up the ball chain, and that way the ball chain would still break where the connector is of the ball chain, but the paracord outer shell would be around your skin, so it would not irritate in case you don't like chains or ball chains. That would be too rough. That is a possibility too. You just need to leave the paracord short enough that it doesn't go where the closure clip is, so there it still can break, and of course on other places too, and then simply unravel like that. So that is a possibility too. Just saying, I did not yet put it out because I'm not gonna use that. Then we have some more information there, of course, made in China with the best Chinesium possible. That is how that is. We need to see that is a lower price alternative for a dagger style boot knife, they call it, you know, for a self-defense weapon. And this one is a bit unique. In the past, such designs were usually sharpened on both sides. Cable on both sides, and this one is only sharpened on one side, which makes it legal to carry in quite likely most places here in USA. That's the reason why they did sharpen only one side of the blade and not the other. So theoretically that is not a dagger, it's not a double-edged blade, so that is easier to carry. And of course you always need to check your local laws about that, but that's the reason why it is not sharpened on both sides. It doesn't say that on the packaging. That is a bit a disappointment. If you think, oh look, it's a dagger, you would like to have both sides sharp, but you simply can sharpen the other side yourself, or let it sharpen in a store if you want to do that. No problem there. What is a bit more of a difficulty for me here in this test sample, we see here the grinding line is not even. We see here the middle is quite under the tip. On the other side it's even worse a little bit. So it has a bit of uneven grind, or quite likely by purpose. It could be that is additionally to the one side grind, I mean one side sharpening, that they use that uneven grind to say, hey, that is not a symmetrical blade, a dagger, a total 100% symmetrical thing, so it would not get under the law. So who knows, it's hard to say, but that's a bit the sad part, because of the tip protector. That did cover the front part here, and through the blister we actually did not see that, so that was a bit on the misleading side. Now optically you see that. For using, if you use that for cutting or stabbing or whatever, does it matter? No, it will stab and cut exactly like it would if that grinding line would be in the middle. It's just optically how it is. So we have a rather thin stock, about less than 3 millimeter. We have the blade length we have in about 85 millimeters. The handle is about 100 millimeters, so it's a not too small, not too big, medium size dagger. I still call it a dagger, not a boot knife, but that is up to you. We have a rubberized handle in that coyote brown material. It's a simple overmold, and we see in the lanyard hole at the end there is a bit metal, so the item really has a full tang. It's more of a stick tang, of course, because the rubber gets overmolded all around, so it needs to have a bit material around it. But I would say for the practical use for such a blade, that is really good. That should last. We have the handle on both sides the same. It's pretty grippy. It has a bit of rubbery feel, not too sticky but grippy, really nice. And of course it's rather thin, rather slim. That is by purpose, of course, but it feels good in the hand. And the guard is not full-fledged but has quite a bit of guard, plus we have a bit metal here that is not sharpened, even on the sharp blade side there, so it should not be that easy to lose the grip and get forward. So all in all, I would say it's pretty good. I have rather big, large hands, and of course it's a compromise with that knife, but yeah, I like it. It's pretty well done for what it is. The sheath is a bit of different mixer bag. We have the same brown color, and by the way, you get that item in black too, just not by Harbor, I mean by Tractor Supply, but online I saw you get the same in black. If you say the brown color you don't like it, you can always get a black one. So this is a injection molded sheath, a typical affair, 2 pieces, and then with the hollow rivets put together. On the back side we have the clip there. So the way that works, they mold 3 pieces, 3 parts, and then put the clip in, then rivet it together. So the clip is not removable. Of course you can saw it off if you want. The clip has a good tension, so that should be good. It has a hook there, so that should work too. Now the holes in the rivets, in the eyelets, are a bit on the small side. There for the ball chain it works, but say if you would remove the clip and wanna screw on a tech lock, that would be already on the small side. Of course you have more on the lower part here, more material to drill holes. On the top part, because of that bend, it's gone. So yeah, it's a bit a mixed bag. What is also a bit not too well is, as you have the knife in, you see there is quite a bit plastic wasted or size wasted of the sheath. And let's put it in. It simply has a friction fit. There is no locking because of the rubber, so you basically just press it in and that's it. So we have here where that bend is, we take it out and we would see it's about here. So we see it goes in about that all the way to there. So we have quite a material wasted. It's about 20 millimeters. If that sheet would only go to like here, that would be far enough. Because of the rubber part and the sheet design, it could not penetrate through anyhow. So that's a bit wasted material there and space. This item is more for compact carry, so they could have removed that. And that is a bit the negative. As it is in the sheet, you would think optically the illusion is given that you would think that the blade length is a bit longer than it is. But yeah, it's a compromise. So all in all, even with those difficulties, with the extra work for sharpen the other side of that dagger, I would say it's still worth it for the price for sure. Now usual price I would say is in USA is about $25-ish, maybe 30, and maybe you get it for 22-ish by eBay and all that. I saw it for like 18 to 20, something like that. But the Tractor Supply has it for less than $10. I did pay that item with my own money, and I did not get a free sample or anything like that. I'm just saying that is quite a deal for what it is. The Tractor Supply store, if you have one, check it out a bit for deals. They have from time to time quite interesting good deals, not only by knives but by tools as well. So I'm glad we got one closer by here too, and can profit of the items. Of course they have an online web shop as well and all that. So yeah, all in all, for sure a nice knife, but more difficulties or unexpected problems than expected that you would see as you look at the packaged up item. So that's one of the reasons why I make those videos, to show a bit how the real deal is, to give you a better impression that you can decide way easier and better if you would like to buy that or rather not. You know, that is always in life. If you don't have the full picture, then it's less easy and you could make more easy a mistake and regret to spend the money. So that much about the Smith & Wesson h.r.t. boot knife dagger style.